So in this video, I'm going to discuss the leveling up paper, the white paper, which was recently presented in the parliament. It's a 300-page booklet which has been put together. So it took for a couple of days for me to glance through that document and find the best from a property investor's point of view. So stay tuned and we will discover everything about leveling up. So welcome to Project Possible. This is Jito David. And if you are yet to subscribe our YouTube channel, Project Possible, click on the subscribe and also the bell notification, because we do videos from Monday to Friday evening 7 p.m. and you will be getting the notification to make sure you grab this straight away. Now, in terms of leveling up the white paper, which was recently presented in the parliament, now let's do a bit of a background about this paper. Now, our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, he won the election on these two words, leveling up. Yeah. Before pandemic, when the election happened, he went across all over the UK, Glasgow, Wales, Ireland, all over the UK with this one mission that he will level up all these places in line with London, and he will bring back jobs. He will invest pretty much in every side of the nation, and he will bring back those opportunities, equal opportunities in all these places. So after 2 years, and he has genuine reasons for that. 2 years is because of the pandemic, but eventually after 2 years, the moment we are kind of now transferring from the pandemic straight away without wasting any time, he brought this paper, the leveling up paper, in white paper, into the parliament. So from a timing point of view, I think his cabinet and his team has done a brilliant job during the pandemic. Many things have gone wrong, but yes, in general, if you see the plus side of what we have achieved as a nation, there are a lot of things to be we should proud of as cumulative as a nation, and definitely under his leadership. So there has to be some credit gone to his and his cabinet. And the moment we are transiting from the effects of the pandemic, this is a perfect timing that his team, his cabinet, Michael Gove especially, appreciating him, and the finance minister and so other ministers who have worked together, his team has worked together and put this paper in front of the parliament. This is a very intensive document, a 300-page document with 12 missions, 12 key missions for leveling up. So we will go through not all of them, but particularly one which interest when it comes to property investors and developers. So the first point which I want to mention here is a 100 million package to create a Silicon Valley within UK. So London is already known as a IT hub, and a lot of technology companies have their offices in London. You name any big brands like Google, Microsoft, you name it, anyone, it's already there. But the government has decided to invest 100 million into West Midlands, Greater Manchester and Glasgow to bring this kind of like a Silicon Valley environment wherein big IT firms or big technology firms can come there. Let it be startups to scaling companies. So it is, they are spending 100 million just creating this environment, just creating this infrastructure. So this is going to be a huge success for all over the world, not just focusing on London, but Glasgow, Greater Manchester, and West Midlands, where people will be coming and doing startups, scaling up the business, and big technology companies coming in. And 100 million is going to be a game changer to bring this infrastructure up to speed, quick and fast. So the next point which I wanted to mention is the 20 urban regeneration cities which they have selected. Most of them are in Midlands and the northern England. Now, these cities are kind of shortlisted. You will find all the information in the document. And there are two cities which they have already started the work. The first one is Wolverhampton and second is Sheffield. And 1.5 billion is allocated to these two cities. Just imagine this city center, the infrastructure, the new trams, and the new stations, new buildings. And in Wolverhampton, they are constructing 1,000 new houses. Just imagine this kind of transformation is taking place in these two cities right now as we talk. I'm really appreciating the government who has already not just put the paper together, but already started mobilizing all these things and implementing these things with speed. So, uh, so from an investment property investors point of view, you need to look into cities like Sheffield and Wolverhampton. There's huge opportunity getting unlocked as we speak. Whenever we are investing into property, one of the things what we do is we always check that the transport links, the connectivity, is there buses, is there trains, is there trams, is there enough what we say local services which helps us to put that property in a location, in a strategic location, where people who are living in that property can have easy access to travel not just to the city center but to different cities, like coming to London or coming to any other cities. And the government has promised, and not only just promised, they are investing almost 5 billion into the transport system across UK, so that they can upgrade the standards of those transport system in comparison to London. So it is a 10 years project, and they're going to invest almost 3 billion into the bus system, and the rest into the other transportation. So this is going to transform pretty much the entire connectivity, transport connectivity, and this will raise the property value or the appreciation wherever this connectivity is happening. So watch this space. This is a huge investment. 5 billion is a huge investment going in. Now there are people who are debating this is not enough. But in the midst of a pandemic, when the country is going through such a challenging time, to invest 5 billion into transportation and making it available, new employment, connecting the links, making it fast, and more services making available, this is a great thing to do, and this will have a very positive impact on the property investors and developers. The fourth point which I want to mention is the new build sector. So the government is investing 1.8 billion into the new build segment, wherein small businesses, small developers, or small builders will be funded to do constructions, to build houses, quality houses, working with the council and working with the local authorities, associations, so that this can benefit the local community. And I think it's a great way to do it, because it's been always the funding going to the bigger players, but this is the first time in the history of this particular government that they are investing into new build, not with big players but with local small players. I'm really excited about this opportunity, how this is going to work out, what will be the nitty gritties and the procedures and things like that. But from the headline point of view, this document clearly says that they will be investing this pot of 1.8 billion into the local communities across the UK, wherein they will support small builders, small scale developers, to develop quality houses for the local community, for the local council, and solve the housing problem of this country. I think it's a great way this government is moving forward with this kind of program. The fifth point which I want to mention here is the government has identified certain part of the UK, wherein they call it as education investment areas. So these are the pots where the education sector, schools, colleges, universities were not funded enough, or they were kind of left behind. So the government has identified those kind of places, those kind of institutions and colleges and universities, and they will be funded to kind of upgrade their systems, support the academics, the teachers, the professors, the tutors there. And that's, I think, it's a great thing to do. Now, as a property investors, a lot of time we invest into properties which are surrounded to the colleges and universities, so that we can give good accommodation for the teachers, for the professors, for the lecturers, the people who work in the university, and also to the students who are long term or short term tenants. So I think having this kind of investment going into this kind of education system will definitely help improve the standards, and also increase and appreciate the developments around those institutes. So I look forward to see that kind of growth around those particular spots which government has identified. The sixth point which I want to mention is about the boosting the broadband. Now we all know that during the pandemic, a lot of people have started working from home, and that shift is not temporary. It looks like that shift will be long term. At least people will be working some days at home and resume some days working in the office. So having a broadband internet, a good strong internet, is so vital, and the government is continued to committed to invest into boosting the broadband across the country. There are villages, there are places where still broadband is a challenge, and government has addressed that in this white paper, making sure that they will level up in the standards of what we enjoy in London. So that's another good mission the government has taken, boosting the broadband across the country. Now, as I said in the beginning, there are 12 missions. I have just touched the six of them. So there are six more missions which will increasing the employment, increasing the productivity, and so many other schemes, which will programs which will benefit overall, and that will uplift more and more people will get back to job, more and more opportunities, the supply chain management, and so many other things which are covered in this document. But those six which I have mentioned, that is particularly from an investment point of view, for a property investor, for a property developer's point of view, this is massive. We need to really focus, get your data right, focus on those places where these things are going, the funding is going to invest, and next 5 to 10 years these places will see real capital appreciation. More and more people will be coming there, professionals, so we can provide a good standard quality houses, accommodations available for them, and that will give us a good cash flow. So those opportunities are unlocking right now as we talk. Now I'm hoping that this document gets through the parliament with a very good majority, and this will all get implemented in the coming years. This is not going to be happening overnight, but with the commitment, what I can see, these things will get implemented eventually, and we will enjoy the fruits of this. So incorporate this document into your property investment strategy and property development strategy, and this will go extra mile for you. So if you're yet to like this video, please do click on the like. It does help with the logarithm, and also share this video. People need to know what is in this leveling up document, what the government has promised us, what was happening for the last 2 years, and finally we have this document. So share with as many people they need to know what's happening in this space. So thank you for watching. I hope this video has benefited you. We do have a collection of video on our YouTube channel, more than 100 videos. So do explore our YouTube channel. And we do have a monthly live event where property experts come once in a month for 2 hours, and they share their experience, knowledge, insight, and also you have an opportunity to ask Q&A. So you can ask questions and the expert will answer your questions. All the details are in description. So until the next video, stay safe, stay blessed. Thank you.